Hello, everyone. My name is Evan Jacobs, and this is Boxing Time TV. You can find me on Instagram. My handle is at Boxing Time with Evan, and basically, there was a lot of controversy over the Pacquiao Horn fight, and I know a lot of people feel that Jeff Horn didn't deserve to win the decision, and blah 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 blah. And I can see where that argument could be made. I can also see the argument made on the other side. And I personally think that Horn won the fight. So let's just have a rematch of it. And that's what this Boxing Time TV is all about, making simulated fights, not having to wait for them. As we can see, Manny Pacquiao is 9 years older than Horn. Horn has a 3-inch height advantage. They're the same weight. Horn has a 1-inch reach advantage. Manny Pacquiao has many more fights and also many more losses. And let's just get right to the particulars. 12-round fight. It is 3-minute rounds, 10-point must scoring system, no mandatory 8 count, and the 3 knockdown rule has been waived. Let's just get right to it. Manny Pacquiao on the left side of the screen, Jeff Horn on the right side of the screen, and just like in their first fight, Horn comes out throwing punches, and that's one of the things that I think about the fight that a lot of people find hard to believe, is that Manny Pacquiao had the fight taken to him. And I think a lot of times, just like when we watched Mike Tyson lose to Buster Douglas in Tokyo, people can't understand what they're seeing. It's very, very difficult for them to realize that this person that should not have had a chance was actually doing a lot better. And Jeff Horn fought with no fear, no reverence for Manny Pacquiao. He came in and he punched the shit out of him. And excuse my language. And Pacquiao did the same at times. I mean, he gave a lot back to Horn, but ultimately Horn just came in and pressed the fight. And there's a lot to be said for that. And right now you have Horn doing that, although Pacquiao is picking his spots. And these guys are fighting at a very frantic pace, and they're just continuing to move, they're continuing to go, and they're both throwing a lot of punches, and I am getting texts right now, and I'm trying to ignore them as best I can, but they are they're very important, and so yeah, so I'm going to be in this fight. I'm going to be doing this, but as you can see, you're seeing the action go on the screen. Jeff Horn is landing a lot of shots, and he's going to the body, and he's meeting Pacquiao at the gate. It was a fast-paced fight. We're already through we're already in the final minute of the first round, and I think that Jeff Horn, to be honest with you, this is round 13. He's picking up where he left off. He's showing that he deserved to beat Manny Pacquiao, and he's really doing well in this fight. And Pacquiao now trying to land more with his right hand, trying to catch Horn coming in, which Horn messed up his timing with that because he was such a bull in the first fight. In this simulation, Horn's giving him the opportunities, but a lot of times in a rematch, especially in a fight like the one that Pacquiao and Horn had, rarely does a fighter make the adjustments. Although Pacquiao made the adjustments against Eric Morales, and it was a whole different ballgame. And as you can see, one judge is giving it to Pacquiao, one judge is giving it to Horn, another judge is giving it to Horn. Jeff Horn is up by 1 point, and we have 11 more rounds to go. And I'm very interested to see what we're going to see as this bout moves forward. And these guys are just landing punches. You have Manny Pacquiao on the left side of the screen, Jeff Horn on the right side of the screen, and my name is Evan Jacobs, and you're watching Boxing Time TV. So now Horn trying trying to kind of, stop the onrushing bull of Pacquiao. Pacquiao's landing some shots now. He really wants to offset Jeff Horn, and Jeff Horn doing everything that he can to offset Manny Pacquiao. Horn has to be coming forward. That's what's ultimately going to push Pacquiao. He's not right now, and it's giving Pacquiao opportunities to land. And he just landed a nice uppercut shots to the body, and we're already moving into the mid portion of getting close to the mid portion of the second round, and it's going to be interesting to see what these two fighters can do and bring to this as this bout continues. And another thing I think that we overlook is aside from the fact that people have a hard time believing that a fighter who isn't supposed to beat a legend is beating the legend, is I think the fact that it was a unanimous decision in that first fight bothered a lot of people. If it would have been a split decision, I think it may have been easier to accept. A unanimous decision sort of says, hey, the other fighter clearly beat that guy. And while I think that it was clear, a split decision may have worked just as well. That's the one thing. Jeff Horn really fought so much better than I think anyone thought that he was going to. And Pacquiao may have, why was Pacquiao texting at the press conference? Horn brought up a good point. Would he do that against Mayweather? Pacquiao gave Jeff Horn a lot of motivation. And, now you have Freddie Roach saying after the fact, oh, Manny wasn't himself. And, and now, it's getting a lot of people talking. But, and will Pacquiao adjust in the real rematch? Maybe. He seems to have done some adjustments in this fight, but even when fighters adjust for the real rematch, just like when Vernon Forrest beat Shane Mosley, he did it in he did it in the first fight. He beat Shane Mosley, and then Mosley made some adjustments, but it wasn't enough. And Forrest even took that next fight, and then you have Forrest getting knocked out in the next fight by Ricardo Mayorga, and as you can see right here, Pacquiao made adjustments and took that round pretty much. It was even, and they gave it to Pacquiao. So now we're at 58-58. This is a 10-round fight now, people. Whoever, Horn's coming out, and he's probably realizing, hey, I can't let Pacquiao adjust himself. Pacquiao trying to counter Horn with uppercuts, catches him nice with a left hand there. And right now, Pacquiao's having some really good moments. This is Pacquiao's wheelhouse. He loves to move around the ring. He loves to land the way that he's landing, and I think he could be turning the tables a little bit on Jeff Horn, using sort of Horn's aggressiveness against him. Horn just continuing to throw shots. And these two fighters are going to push each other, and that's what we're going to see in this fight, as Pacquiao just lands a nice right hand there. He's fighting with the high guard. Oh, sorry about that. I'm trying to answer these important texts, do this podcast. I apologize. I need to focus. Horn having a good end to this last round to the final seconds of this round, as we just, both fighters having moments here. It's hard to say. I think Pacquiao may have edged him in this round, and Pacquiao, I think, is kind of solving Jeff Horn a little bit here. And I think the judges are going to bear that thought out as we move into the fourth round. Pacquiao ahead by 3 points. Pacquiao landing well, moving Jeff Horn around the ring. Clipping him right there. Jeff Horn seems to sort of be confused for the moment. Did not expect a Manny Pacquiao like this. Maybe did not expect these adjustments, because Horn isn't coming forward the way that he was, although he just landed pretty well there. He's doing things. He's doing a lot. And Pacquiao going to the body, taking advantage. Oh, Pacquiao. Oh, look at him landing those hard shots. Oh, and Horn landing with an uppercut. Horn not wanting to let this slip away, and Pacquiao doing everything that he can to do that, and Horn's kind of coming on here. Horn now throwing more punches, trying to press the action. Pacquiao clipping him, and I'm telling you, I can just imagine the crowd loving this, as Manny Pacquiao is doing everything that he can to take this back from Jeff Horn. And the reality is should Jeff Horn lose this fight, he has certainly made a name for himself. He certainly fought a lot better than anybody would have given him credit for. And Pacquiao is older, and in a lot of ways there's not a lot of upside for him taking this fight, and having these rematches. But Pacquiao's a proud warrior, and he just took that last round. Pacquiao is now up by 6 points. We're moving into the fifth round, and I think it's fair to say that he is figuring out Jeff Horn, and he's finding his rhythm, and he's almost pot-shotting him at this point. And it's going to be up to Horn to turn the tide if he can. The thing about Horn is, in that first fight, he started off with so much enthusiasm, and we almost went 30 seconds there. Horn had not landed a punch, and Pacquiao's high guard, I think, is throwing him off. But now Horn having his moment, trying to push Pacquiao back, trying to push the assault back. Oh, Pacquiao landing now in the corner, having his moments, and I think Jeff Horn shook him up a little bit, but Horn energy wise is not fighting with the energy that he had before, and Pacquiao's now wanting hitting Horn, getting him against the ropes, stepping out of range when Horn wants to land. He's going to the body, he's busting him up, and Jeff Horn is not out of this by any stretch of the imagination, but he's certainly giving Manny Pacquiao every reason to believe that that first fight was potentially a fluke. And you never know. Maybe they'll do a third fight. I mean, it's doubtful, depending on if Manny Pacquiao were to win really impressively. But this fight isn't over. And there may not be any third fight if Jeff Horn wins this and he can pull this out. But, if like the computer's saying that Jeff Horn's tired, it's going to be pretty good for Manny Pacquiao. But we have to see. And one thing I will say is that Horn is able to tag him. Horn is able to lay hands on him. He's able to lay gloves on him. And this is the kind of fight that, it's just, it could be anyone's fight. Once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. Manny Pacquiao on the left side of the screen. Jeff Horn on the right side of the screen. And you can follow me on Instagram at Boxing Time with Evan. I love doing this podcast. Please let me know if there's any simulated fights that you'd like me to make. Direct message me. Contact me. Tell me. Share these with your friends. Please I want to fill this with simulated fights. Please also turn on the notifications. I just want you to know whenever there's a fight. I try to do one of these a week. I want to do 2, maybe even 3. Pacquiao now is really coming on. He is 10 points ahead of Jeff Horn. And this is not something that we expected as Pacquiao comes out and lands and starting to really land his punches. And Jeff Horn is taking all of them. He's not wavered. And Manny Pacquiao is showing why he's the beloved warrior that he is. Oh, Horn for a moment looked like he was wobbled. Pacquiao continuing to go to the body. That's something that Jeff Horn's not doing. He's not pushing or pressing Manny Pacquiao. He's allowing Pacquiao to fight at his pace, in his way, and he's allowing Pacquiao to control the ring, control the tempo of the fight. And even though Horn's landing here and there, for every one punch that Oh, Pacquiao just cracking Jeff Horn there, just breaking through, punctuating an already solid performance. And it's going to reach a point, Pacquiao, if he's really starting to take over, he's going to start battering Jeff Horn, and this is going to become even tougher for Horn as Horn finds himself behind the 8 ball. Pacquiao really doing a great job of countering Horn, using the ring and really just seeming to find his groove in there. And just that's the one thing is he almost fought in the first fight the way that he fought Juan Manuel Marquez in the fight where he was knocked out. Like it was, it just wasn't the Manny Pacquiao that we used to seeing, the slick, sharp shooter. And here you have Jeff Horn landing and we're heading into the final seconds of this. So Manny Pacquiao's cut over his eye. We're heading into the 6th round. They're saying that Horn possibly working his way back into that, although 2 of the judges gave that round to Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao is now ahead by 12 points, but he has a cut. Now, as you know, in this boxing time game, this is the kind of thing that if this bout gets stopped because of a cut, regardless of where Jeff Horn is on the scorecard, he can be totally behind. They will give the bout to Jeff Horn. Manny Pacquiao does not want to lose that way. Jeff Horn does not want to win that way. And so this is it's a very, very interesting affair as Pacquiao continues to place his punches well. And Jeff Horn continues to try to grittily stay in this fight. Oh, look at that. Pacquiao catches Horn. We have not seen that kind of firepower from Manny Pacquiao in a while. Wow, punctuating his performance. Manny Pacquiao showing everyone he still has it. He's not done, and that is incredible. Oh, he's going to the body. He's hurting Jeff Horn to the body, punching him with uppercuts. Oh man, Manny Pacquiao just really punctuating this seventh round. And Jeff Horn, we've never seen him in this kind of trouble. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now, I mean, just seeing that from Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao now has to feel supremely confident as he dropped Jeff Horn with a terrific combination. Just when it seemed like Horn was maybe edging his way back into the fight, and Pacquiao being cut punctuates it, shows that he's not hurt, he's not letting it affect him. Even though he's getting hit right there, he doesn't want to. He's setting Jeff Horn up, and Horn's still taking the bait. You know, and going to the body, Manny Pacquiao is, and he's setting, oh, man! Pacquiao drops Horn again. Just has Horn's done. We have not seen this kind of firepower since he stopped, it would be Miguel Cotto, it could be Ricky Hatton. What an incredible performance, what an incredible comeback performance by Manny Pacquiao. Really, really pulling ahead in the 7th round. We have 5 more rounds to go. Wow. And they're saying that Pacquiao is tired and has a cut over his eye and that Horn's exhausted. But Pacquiao won that round, folks, by 7 points. So now he is ahead of Jeff Horn by, let's do the math, 19 points. Oh, man. Manny Pacquiao really punctuating a solid performance. It started off, and Jeff Horn was trying to continue what he had done previously, and then you have Manny Pacquiao taking this over, showing why he's the great champion that he is. It has not been a gritty fight for him. It has not been a fight he's had to eke out. He's cut, but that cut does not seem to be a factor. It's not slowing Manny Pacquiao down, and he has Jeff Horn hurt. He has him beaten up against the rope, and this is one incredible performance by Manny Pacquiao. And I give Jeff Horn a lot of credit. He's gritty. He's taking these shots. He's getting up quick. So he's showing that he's not hurt. He's just a question of being outclassed in this fight. It's almost like Manny Pacquiao refound himself. And you know, if you were to stop Jeff Horn, if you were to knock out Jeff Horn, that would only bolster his performance, bolster his legend. You know, he probably doesn't want to take a decision over him, and it really seems like every time he hits Horn, he's hurting him. Oh, Pacquiao wobbled by Jeff Horn. Did he walk into something? What are we seeing now? Oh, man. Oh, this is a fight with back and forth action. Jeff Horn being gritty. Manny Pacquiao. Wow, that was incredible. Is it possible that Jeff Horn is going to open up that cut? Is potentially going to get a stoppage victory? Can he pull this out? Did Manny Pacquiao get a little bit too overconfident? Did he maybe think that he had Horn hurt when he didn't? You know, maybe in showing firepower, Manny Pacquiao is going to open himself up to being hurt. But he hurts Jeff Horn again. He starts going to the body. We're in the final minute of this, the 8th round. This is looking like Pacquiao Marquez. Wow, what a turn of events. But now Jeff Horn once again, taking shots. Horn's hurt. Horn getting hit with shots and just getting bludgeoned against the ropes. And Manny Pacquiao is just seemed to be finding his wheelhouse, finding a way to beat Jeff Horn, and that's just what Horn wants to do. Wow. All right, let's see what the judges say. We have 4 more rounds, people. Oh, Horn has a bruised rib. Pacquiao has a cut over his eye. These guys are beating each other up. Pacquiao again taking that round by 6 more points. He is 25 points ahead of Jeff Horn at this point. It's academic. Horn needs a knockout. He needs a stoppage. Oh man, Pacquiao, and all that body work appears to be paying off. That's probably what slowed Horn down. That's probably why Pacquiao's been able to drop him. He just, Horn, he killed the body and the head will fall. And Pacquiao has him now. He has him against the ropes. He's got to be cautious because Horn is showing pop. Horn, is showing grit, and Horn's not going gently into that good night. I don't care how far behind he is. We did, if you really want to see this played out really interesting, we watched the simulation that we did of the Vasyl Lomachenko Manuel Mariaga fight. That was I believe it's Miguel Mariaga. I apologize that I don't have it fully dialed in for you. But wow, I mean Manny Pacquiao just completely trying to show that he is in command here. Oh, punching him into the ropes. Yes, it is Miguel Mariaga. And he is, if you watch that fight, because that fight shows this played out in an even more interesting fashion, showing it's never over until it's over, folks. And you can see Pacquiao has been emboldened. He knows that he has Horn hurt. He just has to be smart. He has to have that high defense, which he's employing. He's just he's a man on a mission, and he's just punching Jeff Horn, punching him with shots. Really did well with that body attack, and it's going to be interesting to see how the judges have it. We are in the final minute. We're almost at the half of the final minute, and Manny Pacquiao really punctuating this performance. Doesn't want to leave it in any judge's hands. He wants I know he would like the 9th round of the first fight to be probably the rest of the rounds of this fight, as Jeff Horn is just really taking a ton of shots. Oh man, he's just hurt. Wow, and the round ends. Pacquiao knows. Manny Pacquiao, they're saying he's still tired now. There's a cut over his eye. Horn's exhausted and has a bruised rib. How much more is it going to take? Now, Pacquiao getting 5 more points from the judges. He's ahead by 30 points moving into the 10th round. Horn is hopelessly behind. He needs to figure something out. He lands a shot there. Oh man, Manny Pacquiao goes right to the body. And you know, as gritty and grueling as this is, Pacquiao's winning this by big numbers. This is going to be a big decision for him. And if I'm Manny Pacquiao, I mean, I don't know if he knows this or not. I mean, he just needs to box. He probably doesn't want to take any chances though. But man, he is really putting some hurt on Jeff Horn. Once again, you're watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. You can find me on Instagram at Boxing Time with Evan, and also you can also please let me know if there's fights that you want to see, simulations that you want to see. Direct message me. Turn on your notifications. Follow this page. Share this page. I want to make this the hub for simulated fights. I don't know if there's anything else like this on the internet or on YouTube. I'm sure there probably is. You know, as Mike Watt, the bass player of the Minutemen, has said, the only thing new is you finding out about it. Manny Pacquiao is on the left side of the screen. Jeff Horn is on the right side of the screen. And these guys are fighting. These guys are fighting really, really, well. And I give, Jeff Horn, he is, hopelessly behind. But there's still a chance. He is touching Manny Pacquiao. And if he were to open up that cut more and they stop this fight, even though Pacquiao's so ahead, people are going to be furious, Jeff Horn would win this fight. Regardless of the fact that he's been having the hurt put on him. Aside from wobbling Manny Pacquiao in the 8th round, he's been having the hurt put on him. And, Pacquiao now really fighting very, very, very smart, pushing the advantage, showing great defense. And, We're in the final minute of this, the 10th round. Pacquiao just doing his thing, really settling into this, still controlling the tempo. And Jeff Horn, you got to give him a lot of credit. He's tough. He's so tough. No one gave him any chance to do anything in the first fight. He won that. He could still win this, but it's not looking like it. But man, he's tough. He's taking a lot of shots. And this is the one thing is that, had this first fight gone like this, but it didn't. Jeff Horn always found that extra resolve. But Pacquiao's taking it away from him. He's taking away his body. He's taking away, he really has Horn hurt. We're moving in the final 10 seconds of this, the 10th round, and Pacquiao is right in front of him, and he's taking the fight out of Jeff Horn. So they're saying Pacquiao's obviously tired and has a cut over his eye. Horn's exhausted and has a bruised rib. Pacquiao packs on another 6 points. He is ahead by 36 points. And Jeff Horn at this point, if he knew what the scores was, maybe they would stop the fight because, he's behind. But they probably still think that Horn can always, win or come back. And I honestly don't think he's going to stop Pacquiao at this point. He would have to land so many more punches to open up that cut. Pacquiao's team has this under control, and this is one of those situations where Horn is going to have to wobble him again, hurt him, drop him. I don't know that he can at this point. Pacquiao is just so on his game, landing so well, and this is just kind of what happens. This is just how boxing is, and. Oh, Pacquiao has him wobbled. He's punching Horn now. Horn very, very wobbled. Pacquiao landing so many of those shots. He should just go to the body. That will keep Jeff Horn down. Horn has a bruised rib. Pacquiao punching him into the ropes. If Horn's rib was broken, they would probably stop this fight. Pacquiao really just doing so much just to punctuate what looks like a victory. Oh, just drops Horn again. Oh man, Horn, he should just stay down. And it looks like he's going to Manny Pacquiao, regaining the WBO title, stopping Jeff Horn, adjusting in what had been a very brutal fight in the first fight, adjusting and making this fight brutal in and of itself, but in a different way, a sort of elongated brutality. And a great performance by Manny Pacquiao. Jeff Horn started strong, but Pacquiao just took his body away. He started finding his rhythm, landing his punches, and ultimately it was just too much for Jeff Horn, knocking him down 3 times, punctuating this victory with a knockout. And this is, let's just go and see what the judges say now. The winner's Manny Pacquiao by a knockout. The fight lasted 11 rounds. Pacquiao was not knocked down and has a cut over his eye. Horn was knocked down 3 times and has a bruised rib. And as you can see, Pacquiao ahead by 10 points on one judge's scorecard. Ahead by 14 points on another judge's scorecard and 12 points on the other, completely ahead in this bout. And Horn would have needed to probably knock him out 3 times to win. Thank you so much for watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. Find me on Instagram and please share these bouts with your friends. Direct message me for fights that you want to see. This has been Boxing Time TV, and we will see you next at the fights.